Hello, good morning, dear friends. Once again, welcome back for our English classes. Dear friends, in ninth standard, we have completed lot of practices of the tenses. Okay. Now, at the same time, dear friends, I would like to invite you for this wonderful exercises. Okay, so we have one after one seen how tenses work, and at the same time they have been changed into passive, and we have learnt the negative question formats. Now this particular lecture, dear friends, is going to be a small test for you. Okay? So looking up all the 12 tenses, as we have learnt them, you are supposed to have these things in mind. You can keep your books open in front of you, and at the same times you need to write down the proper answers. Before I give you the questions, I'll be instructing you what necessary changes need to be done. Now take for an example, you are watching this particular slide. Change into negative or question in present continuous tense. First of all, dear friends, you need to have in front of you present continuous tense. So when you open your book and see the formation of present continuous tense, you will come to know that there is a subject. Then because it is present continuous tense, you have am, is and are as your auxiliary verbs. Then what you have is your main verb. Then you have ing plus object. So that is a simplest of the formation of present continuous tense. Now I would like you to pay attention to these two things given in front of us. One is make negative or a question. Okay, now this is, as I told you, this is just for an example. So once again I will also tell you, you need to have before you present continuous tense, the formation, and all the four sentences, how we converted them into passive and how they are changed into negative. Now here in this particular test, we are not going to make anything into passive. So you will definitely have to see the board work when it was done, the left side of the board work. Okay, so on your left side, or perhaps when you have written that down in your notebook, it is only the active formations you are supposed to see. Please note, dear friends, you are to make only active changes. Okay, so once again we have this very example before us. Change into negative or question in present continuous tense. Now what is the question before us? She prepared a lot of dishes, which means, now we don't need to directly go to the meaning of, but we know that this, now you also should be able to identify. At times you don't need to understand in which tense it is the sentence asked, but for our knowledge, as we already have completed all our tenses, I would like you to recall to your mind that the question belongs to which tense. You need to identify that first. Okay, she prepared a lot of dishes. Now she is the subject, prepared is the past tense of prepare, and an object. So which means subject plus V2 or past tense of the main verb plus object. Now this is the formation of simple past tense. Yes. Now you see, respectively given that we will change first into negative, and the tense is present continuous tense. Okay? Yes. Remember what is instruction given to us? It needs to be changed into present continuous tense. Now negative. So she is not preparing a lot of dishes. Did you understand, dear friends? Yes. The question is in simple past tense, but we are asked to change into present continuous tense, that too a negative sentence. The same thing, the same sentences can be also changed into a question as asked for or asked to be done in instructions. So now let us make into question. So we have the second answer available, that is she preparing a lot of dishes? Because in question, if you see, dear friends, okay, now take for an example in questions, dear friends, when you see, we had done, okay, two different things. So you can change into negative, and at the same time, dear friends, what you have, that you also can change into question. So now I hope it is very much clear what you need to be doing. We move to the second slide. Now these are the question, dear friends, you are supposed to change into. You will have to do these 9 sentences that I give you. You will have to prepare yourself the answers, and in a sequence, the next coming lecture, I shall be giving you the answer, and at the same time you will have to verify, and you also can send me the answers through my WhatsApp and Google Classroom, which will be soon prepared for us. Okay, so now the exercises begin for you. Change into negative question using simple present tense. Now these 1, 2 and 3, they are given to you as questions, and you are supposed to change into negative question. So bring into your mind or recall to your mind what is the first of all formation of simple present tense, and it is negative question. It is not negative and it is not a question, but it is a negative question. So if you find it difficult, go back where we learned simple present tense. So when you go back and open the page number or page of simple present tense, you will then come to know the negative questioning, and then all 3 sentences need to be changed into the same. First sentence is, they played and got the prize. Any of the one, okay, now which main verb here is played and got, but you can change it to the first verb with the asked question. Okay, yes. The second question before you is, the people of Italy make pizza. Now people of Italy, see, the first sentence was in simple past tense. The second sentence here, it is in simple present tense. Now we have the third sentence, he works all day long. Again, this sentence is in simple present tense. But dear friends, how you need to change? You need to use the formation of simple present tense into negative questioning. Okay, read the instructions properly, then you shall answer. Okay, we move for the second slide. Okay, the next slide. Change into negative, just negative. Okay, no negative questioning, just negative using present perfect tense. Okay, once again, dear friends, while attempting these answers, you now need to go back to the page where you have written down the description of present perfect tense. Let me read the questions. Before that, my dear friends, you need to have one thing in mind: follow the given instructions. Negative, just you need to make here the sentences into negative. Which tense? Present perfect tense. The first sentence: the Prime Minister will announce the next lockdown. Okay, now this sentence belongs to simple future tense, but you need to change into present perfect tense, and your tone of the sentence should be negative. The type of the sentence should be negative. Second, will you start learning English? Again, will you start learning English? The sentence is simple future tense, a question. Once again, it is a question, dear friends, and you have to change into present perfect tense, making into negative or changing into negative. Third one is Niharika has been dancing for 3 hours. Now this particular sentence is in present perfect continuous tense. Okay, and now you have to make it into negative using present perfect tense. Yes, we move to the next slide. Okay, so as we know, dear friends, this is our first test. Now change into past continuous tense with interrogation. What is interrogation? Making into questions. Very good. So change into past continuous tense. Remember, which is the tense? The sixth one, past continuous tense. Interrogation, which means making into questions, plain question. Let me read the sentences. Let me tell you the sentences. The first sentence needs to be changed. That is, solar power produces smoke. Okay, solar power produces smoke. Now you don't need to go logically, but this very sentence is in simple present tense, and you need to change into past continuous, and that too a question. Your sentence should be a question when you change, and you need to change into past continuous tense. Prem Chopra, the second sentence, Prem Chopra gave his best for the acting field. Okay, for the acting field. So Prem Chopra gave his best, not last, for the acting field. Now again, you need to make that into past continuous tense using a question. Third sentence, Mr. Ram Singh played his best. So again, Mr. Ram Singh played his best. The sentence belongs to simple past tense. You need to change into past continuous tense using the interrogation. So dear friends, you need to have these exercises done in your notebook, and you can submit it to me, and at the same time you can write this answers down, and we shall be coming up with the answers for the same. Thank you very much.